Yeah. Hi all, very good morning and good evening. Thanks for joining today's demo team. Yeah, so let's start team. So Azure SQL DBA training along with PowerShell scripting and performance training. Yeah. So team, why people are moving to the cloud? So nowadays, all people are moving to the cloud, right? So why? Any idea team? Just guess team, okay?
Storage.
Storage. So for storage,
And
people are going to the cloud.
the less
It's not the first
costly
reason.
cost
Yeah, cost
according
saving team. So team, you can save a lot of money team in the cloud. Okay. So you can save more than 80% of the cost. Okay. Mostly you can save in infrastructure side. Okay. Infrastructure side, you can save the cost mostly. See team, data center means what team? Huh? So data center means a city, a big house, okay, containing a lot of, see the memory, CPU, okay. So we have to supply 24 by 7 AC, we have to supply 24 by 7 power supply. It's not easy to maintain one data center team. Okay, it costs a lot to team. You have to monitor 24 by 7. If somewhere some problem, okay, it's really tough to find where the problem is. So team, so in the cloud, you don't need to maintain the data center. Okay, you don't need to maintain the data center. Microsoft will maintain on behalf of you. You need to pay the rental per month. Okay, simple. Cloud computing is nothing but team. Yeah, Google is saying some definition. On demand availability of computer system resources. See, on demand. See, whenever you want. See, right now you have 8 CPUs. I want 16 CPUs. You don't need to wait. You go and increase the CPUs immediately. See, if it is on-premise team, if it is on-premise, somebody, they have to go to data center, they have to go and they have to add the CPU and memory and all. It's really problem team. It's really, and you need to take downtime and all. But here team, okay, few models without downtime, you can increase the CPU, memory and IO. Huh? See team, so cloud computing, data center is somewhere and you can access across the world. Okay, so it's very easy team to maintain the data center. Just you need to pay rental for that. Okay, so that you can save a lot of money team. Yeah, tomorrow team, suppose you have a hardware now. So day by day, it's become old, right? See, earlier 2 years back. So maybe we have 1 GB RAM and all in our mobile. Okay, now everybody more than 4 GB RAM. See, day by day technology is improving. See, the old hardware, what you can do, team, you cannot sell it back to the companies. So that's why, team, this really problem to the companies. That's why people are moving to the cloud to save the cost. The first reason why people are moving to the cloud is you can save a lot of money, team. Okay, in the cloud you can save a lot of money. Yeah. So what other benefit, team? Why people are moving to the cloud? Just guess it, team.
Pay for what we use. Pay for what we use.
Yes, that is comes under cost saving. You can also call it as easy maintenance. Yes,
Okay.
we can easily maintain it. Okay, yeah, easily maintenance. Easily maintenance tip. Just our friend said, yeah, whatever you use for that only you need to pay. See, Tim, let me tell you one simple example. Suppose we have a virtual machine. I mean, we have a operating system you are running. So, Tim, in on-premise, if whether you run or stop, you need to pay, Tim. But in Azure team, I mean in cloud, once you stop the VM, you don't need to pay. If you stop the VM, you don't need to pay. You only need to pay only for the drives team. Because even though you stopped, you are using the storage, right, related to drives. Maybe you keep some databases and all. Okay, so only drives you need to pay team. They don't charge for compute, CPU, memory and all, they don't charge us. Okay, see, there are many benefits team. Yes, easy maintenance. Under easy maintenance team, yes, you don't need to patch. For pass model, we have model team in Azure. Yes, in pass model, you don't need to do any patches. See, so there are really many benefits are there. Team. So in next 2-3 years, all projects are in cloud only. Okay, so there is no SQL roles in the future team. Okay, so you need to work in completely SQL and Azure only. No on-premise, no SQL Server installation and all. Okay, so there are so many benefits team we will discuss today. Those are all. Okay, yeah. Any questions team? Okay, so yeah, so team, yeah. So this is suppose this is on-premise SQL Server database. That means, so you install SQL Server. Okay, you need to install SQL Server in one of the operating system, and you can access through Management Studio. Okay, this is on-premise database. Suppose if you want to go to the cloud. Okay, if you want to go to the cloud team, we have 3 models are there. In cloud, 3 models are there. Not only one model. Azure means not only one model team. We have 3 models are there. Okay, you can choose either of one database model. Okay, so depend on the model team, migration is different team. Okay, on-premise to Azure SQL DB, how you migrate? Yes, I will use DMA tool, DMS, replication, backpack. Like that, we have techniques team. We will discuss all those scenarios. Don't worry. So what I am saying here, team, if you want to migrate your on-premise database to Azure, migration is different comparatively managed instance and IaaS. So what all I'm saying here, team. So depend on the targeting, migration is different, optimization is different, monitoring is different, maintenance is different, and HADR also different. High availability and disaster recovery. Okay. Suppose team in IaaS model, log shipping it will work, mirroring it will work, clustering it will work here, but no always on in these 2 models. Always on doesn't work. No log shipping, no mirroring. Okay, no clustering. See why? This is a pass model. Okay, so depend on the model team, everything is different. You need to learn all these things on each different target type. Okay, so team, so this on-premise SQL DB, if I want to keep it in Azure, okay, in which model I have to keep? That is the question. Suppose your manager asks you, hey man, people are moving to the cloud. Let's do some R&D. Let's come up with a plan. So what you will do, team? So you have to tell which model is best for your application, which model is best for your database. So which model you prefer, team? Any idea? Which model you like? We can tell. Okay, we can tell.
Model.
IaaS model. Why IaaS model?
So we require high availability as well, right?
Yes, we have high availability and disaster recovery. Here also we have high availability and disaster recovery. Why you need to use always on? Why don't we use other techniques? Yes, here also we have failover groups. That is more powerful than always on.
Okay.
We have geo replication. We have data sync. We have other alternatives. So which model is best for your on-premise databases? So that is the interview question. Okay. See team, if someone asks me which model you prefer, team, so I have a preference, team. Let me mute all, team. Okay. So team, if you want to talk, just unmute and talk, team. Yeah. So team, which model we need to choose is, let me tell you, team, we have a preference. Yeah. So my first, let's assume this is a on-premise SQL database team. Yeah, diagram is not good. Please adjust it, team. Yeah. Suppose this is a database, 2 GB database. If I want to migrate into the SQL Azure, okay, we have 3 models. Okay, IAS model, and these 2 are Azure SQL DB model and managed instance. Okay, 3 models are there, team. So that is the first interview question, team. So how many models are there? How many database models are there? 3 models are there. Okay. Yeah. So here also we have 3 models. So my first preference is, team, Azure SQL DB model. Okay. I will try to test whether my database is suits for Azure SQL DB or not. Why my first preference is Azure SQL DB? Any guesses? What is the motivation to go to the Azure team? That motivation is 99% is accomplished in the first model. Okay. So team, why my first model is Azure SQL DB? Come on.
Most
Less
likely
cost.
easy maintenance.
Easy maintenance, yes. But before that easy maintenance, there is one thing. See team, why we are all working? Huh? Why we are all
That's
working?
cheaper.
Why companies are, all for, money, right? To
That's
be frank,
cheaper.
okay?
Cost.
Yes,
Cost.
it is cheaper cost, team. Okay. See team, in on-premise, for SQL Server license, Windows license, hardware license and all, you need to pay per month minimum 5 lakhs you need to pay, team. Where? In on-premise. Huh? For same database, 2 GB database, if you are keeping in Azure SQL DB, you need to pay only 300 rupees. Oh my God, where is 5 lakhs rupees? Where is 300 rupees? You can save a lot of money, team, in Azure SQL DB. Huh? Just because it is cheaper doesn't mean performance-wise it's not bad, team. Performance-wise also, it's well and good. Azure SQL DB is really well and good, team. Okay, so suppose team, there is a scenario. Yeah, see team here. Okay, my database is using 100% utilization. They will give the graph like this, team. They will give the graphs like this. So I found, so which is the database which is using 100% CPU utilization? Yes, this is the query. Index scan is happening. I will tune it. After tuning, see team, the graph down to 20%. See, you can easily maintain, team. You can easily tune the databases. You don't need to run any performance counters and all to know the performance of your SQL server. Okay, there are really many benefits are there, team. Okay, so yeah. So my first model is Azure SQL DB model. Okay, because the cost wise it is cheaper. Okay, yes. So team, few of the applications or databases not work in this model. Okay, few of the applications or databases doesn't work here, team. So the main disadvantage, not disadvantage, the main limitation in Azure SQL DB is cross queries won't work, team. Okay, so cross queries won't work, team. Yeah. So cross queries means, see team, I have a query. I'm in master DB or some other database team, suppose. Okay, some other database. If I run this query, shall I get the data or not?
No.
You will get the data, right? See, I connected to 2016 team. 2016.
Okay.
Obviously, I will get the data. See team, I'm in Northwind database. Still, you are getting the data of AdventureWorks. Obviously, there is a connection between those two databases. Yes or no? Okay. So team, this query, we call it as a cross query, team. See, it will work. But when you run in the same query, when you run in Azure SQL DB model, you will get an error. You will get an error, team. What error you will get? Cross queries won't work. You have to see the data means you have to go to that database only, team. Okay. You have to go to that database and you need to run it. Then only the query it will work. Same database you need to be. Okay. So other example, see, you cannot join the databases like this. You cannot join two tables like this team when one table is in one database, another table in another database. These doesn't work in Azure SQL DB model. Okay, why your application cannot keep in Azure SQL DB, not possible to keep team? So when you have some cross queries like this, not possible to keep it in Azure SQL DB model. Suppose there are some SPs, stored procedures.
In case
you have a code like
one
this.
question.
1 second, Tim. You have a code like this, then you cannot go to the Azure SQL DB model team. That is the limitation. So yes, that is the limitation. Then what is other alternative team? Yes, you don't need to go Azure SQL DB. If you have a cross queries, Azure SQL DB not possible. Then another option I have is managed instance. Another option I have is managed instance team. Yes, in managed instance, cross queries it will work. Cross queries it will work team. There are other limitations team, but I only talking application perspective. Okay, DBA perspective, there are many things not there in Azure SQL DB. There are many things team. See here, this is a Azure SQL database model. See, database.windows.net, that is the server name team, complete server name. If you see the server name like this, that is a Azure SQL DB model team. See, you have only one master database. Sorry, you can see only master database team. You cannot see other system databases. Yes, you have user databases you can keep. See, where is SQL agent? No SQL agent, no DB mail, no linked server. This not there in Azure SQL DB model. But still your application, yeah, you can run your application. Why you need SQL agent? You don't need SQL agent to run for running your application. Your application need what? Server name, database name, username, password, and some of the stored procedures. Everything you can keep. Stored procedures you can keep, functions you can keep, triggers you can keep, views you can keep, everything you can keep under the database. Those are all enough for your application. SQL agent is for your purpose to do the maintenance. Okay. Yes, we have other alternatives. Yes, I can run rebuild, reorganize through Windows Scheduler. I will run through Runbooks. I will run through Elastic Jobs. I have other alternatives. Don't say these are all the limitations. In the interviews, just you need to say application angle, application perspective, you need to say the differences thing. Okay, that is what interviewer will expect from you. Yeah, go ahead, team. Any questions?
So will we get a list of these, suppose cross query can be worked or not worked, things like that.
I will give notes, team. Don't worry. So I will give notes. IAS model, pass model. Don't
mentioning
worry.
These disadvantages, like it will not have cross query in this.
It's not disadvantage. The model is designed like that only. Okay. The model is designed like that only. That's a limitation. Okay. Yeah. Whatever you want, you can go for it. Okay. Yeah. Hey, team.
Raja, one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So in case like we have two databases on Azure, Azure SQL. So both in that case, can we go for a cross join? Suppose on a database instance is on cloud, on Azure, and both is on the same instance. So is it possible to cross join there?
Cross join means you mean like this, the DB1, DB2. Same database,
No,
it's possible, sir. Same database, it is possible. If different databases, not possible, sir.
No, I'm saying, yeah, two databases, both are in cloud. In that
both
case,
are
also
in
join
same
is
instance, not possible, sir. That's what I will show you. Don't worry. I will I will show you. No, it won't work. Both the database, same instance also not work, sir.
Okay, thank you.
I will show you. Don't worry, practically. So, yes, sir. So, let me ask you a question, Steve. How many Azure SQL database models are there, sir, in cloud? Tell me.
Three.
Okay, what are all those?
Azure SQL.
Managed instance.
Managed instance.
Okay. So depend on all are different thing. Yeah. So suppose your manager asks you, so which model you first, what is your preference team? I mean, which model you try to go first?
Azure.
Yeah. Just like team, I prefer gold medal. Gold medal not pass, then silver medal. Next, okay, like that. Okay. My first preference is Azure SQL DB, sir, because I can save more money there and good benefits are there. Okay. Yes, there are some limitations. Yes, my application or database have some cross queries. Then that's okay. I don't go for this model. I will go for managed instance. Sir, in managed instance, cross queries it will work. Cross queries it will work. SQL agent you have. Huh? So DB mail you have. Linked server you have. Everything you have, sir. Managed instance is like a on-premise, but exactly not like 100% like on-premise, because here you don't have Windows. See, sir, this is a PaaS model. These two models are the PaaS models, sir. PaaS model, you don't have the Windows. You cannot log into the Windows. Okay. See, sir, this is IaaS model. This is a PaaS model. In IaaS model, we have the Windows. In PaaS model, we don't have the Windows team. See, in a high level team, you are a application guy, network guy, DBA guy, whoever you are. In Azure, total 3 models are there. I'm not talking Azure SQL database models. Even Azure models, these 3 are Azure models. This is on-premise. On-premise means everything you have to manage. The data center, CPU, everything. You have 24/7 power supply, AC, everything. Okay. So this is in on-premise. So why people are moving to the cloud? So yes, to maintain the task is very difficult here. See, sir, simple.
Rajan,
yeah.
In real time, SQL will be installed in the VM or in an Azure portal.
Yes.
Azure portal.
Yes, good question, Hanuma. Yeah. So team, we don't have Windows, sir. We don't have Windows means you cannot install SQL Server. Okay. Just set up the SQL Server, that's it. It will be, SQL Server is ready in 2 minutes. SQL Server is in 2 minutes and you can keep your database and run your application. See, sir, installation, how much time it will take, sir, in on-premise? Installation, practically, in real time. How many days you guys? Huh? Minimum
maybe
1
1 hour.
You guys will take, sir. I know. Okay. Why 1 week it will take, sir? So Windows team, first Windows need to be, before Windows, they have to buy the hardware, sir. They have to install the Windows. And before installing Windows also, they have to buy Windows license, SQL license, and they have to install Windows. They have to keep the drives. Once the Windows is ready, they will install again drivers, some other softwares, antivirus softwares and all they will install. Once it is done, they will give it to the DBA people. DBA people, they will install the SQL Server. DBA people, they will install the SQL Server. So after that, so they will set up some jobs and all. So much task team. It will take minimum 1 week team. Minimum 1 week it will take. See, for that 1 week, companies, they have to pay money to the DBA team, Windows team, network team. Okay? No output, no throughput. See, 1 week, no output, right? Obviously, you are just setting up infrastructure. Nobody benefited. Okay, see, that's how money is wasting team. See, team, if I want to maintain my own data center, see, I'm a employee in one of the MNC, I'm getting 1 lakh salary per month. Let's assume I'm getting 1 lakh salary per month. Is it possible to maintain my own data center team?
No.
It is possible. Suppose I want to do some startup. Is it possible? It is impossible, team. I cannot dream it. Okay. But in Azure, yes, I can dream it. Okay. I have small database, 2 GB database. Yes, I can keep it in Azure SQL DB. How much I need to pay? Just 300 rupees. 300 rupees, nothing, right, for me? Yes or no? But here in on-premise, you have to pay lakhs. I don't have that much money. Even being a 1 lakh salary guy, I don't have my own house, my own car till now. It's expensive, team. Okay. On-premise is very expensive. That's why people are moving to the cloud team. Yes. So team, here we have a 3 models team. Okay. Infrastructure as a model means IaaS model team. PaaS model and SaaS model. Okay, we have one more model also, SaaS model team. Here, you don't have any work at all team. Everything managed by Microsoft. Okay, example, Office 365, Teams, Sky for Business, these kind of applications hosted on the software as a service. Okay, so we don't have any work at all team, everything managed by Microsoft. If you want to learn cloud, okay, if you want to learn cloud, you have to learn either infrastructure or platform as a service, or both. Okay, so team, when you are not talking, please mute yourself, team. Yeah, so otherwise noise also will be recorded. Yeah, so hope I am recording. Yeah, okay, so team, so you have to learn these two models, team, infrastructure as a model and platform as a service. Okay, what is the difference between these two? What is the difference between these two? Yes, Microsoft is saying, yes, you manage these things, we manage these things. You manage these things, we manage these things. So what is application, what is data? Really confusing, right? Let me explain you in simple way. Infrastructure as a service means you have the Windows team. Okay, here we have the Windows. Here we do not have the Windows. Okay, here we do not have the Windows. Simple. Okay, you have the Windows, you do not have the Windows. See, sir, when you don't have the Windows, then what are the operations you cannot perform related to SQL Server? Tell me, team. You don't need to have any hands-on experience, team. You can easily guess. When you don't have Windows, what are the operations you cannot perform related to SQL Server?
Like OS operations, OS operations.
Sorry?
So we can
like operating systems, like you cannot run anything in the laptop. Like
you cannot run means what?
Like we cannot restart the services.
Yes, you cannot start and stop the services. In PaaS model team, one server is ready. I want to stop the service, SQL Server service. Yes, no, you cannot. You cannot start and stop the services team in PaaS model. Okay, if you don't want that server, just delete it. Okay, so you cannot start and stop the services, sir, in PaaS model because you don't have a Windows. Okay, is it a benefit or is it a disadvantage? It's a benefit only, right? If it is not possible to stop the services means, then you don't need to keep in disaster recovery solutions like always on and clustering, some kind of. That is advantage only, right? See, so there is in Windows, there are some people are there in Windows. They are not SQL DB guys. So mistakenly they restart the services. See, your application will go down. So such kind of things will be avoided. See, sir, you are restarting Windows. You are restarting the Windows. While restarting, antivirus software will lock the MDF, LDF file. Services won't run. Application down. See, such kind of issues you can avoid in PaaS model. See, you are getting more availability in PaaS model. Yes, sir. So, yes, sir. You cannot start and stop the services. That is one thing. What else did? You miss one important point here.
Patching.
When you don't, yeah, go ahead.
Patching.
Patching, yes, team. You cannot do the patches, team. That is important thing. Okay. You cannot do any patches for your SQL Server, for your Windows. You don't have Windows. Okay. You cannot do patches. Then who will do the patches, team?
Microsoft.
Yes, Microsoft will take care of the patches. Microsoft will take care of the patches. Yes, so Microsoft will take care of the patches. Then what is the version of SQL Server?
Latest version.
The latest version.
Always it maintains the highest version team. In the world, somebody in South Africa is using Azure SQL DB. Whatever that model is, same model you have to use only team. Across the globe, all Azure SQL DB models, okay, all managed instance having the same version team. You cannot keep lower version, not possible. So simply.
But Raja, like sometimes it happens like the application is not compatible with the with the newer version because developer have not done few UI changes or something like that, or
Yes. Yes.
So
don't go for pass model.
like
Don't
then we
go
have
for
to
pass.
stick with the
That's what. Okay.
IAS.
Yeah. Before going to the team, okay, before going to the cloud, you need to do these are all things, team. Whether your application is compatibility or not. Okay. But and all you need to check it. 100% it will work, team, even newer versions also, the applications. Okay. Until unless your applications are legacy applications. We'll discuss that point as well. So here SQL Server always will maintain the highest version, team. Say highest version means team. Suppose you are in Azure SQL DB now. You are in Azure SQL DB now. In the coming versions, I mean, they will do the patches, right? In the coming version, they won't remove any data types and all, team. Suddenly they won't remove. Then your application won't work, right? In the coming versions, you don't see any deprecated features. I mean, that kind of deprecated features you don't have, team. That's why your application still continue. Patches means it's not like SQL Server on-premise patches. Okay, that is the patches in PaaS is different. The patches in IaaS is different. Okay. Yes, as you guess. Okay. Yes, in such scenario, yes, your application won't work. But the patches they see the patch only from improvement side they do the patches thing mostly. Okay, so 100% your application will work until unless some legacy applications. That's what, sir. Okay, that's what. So my first preference is Azure SQL DB. Next preference is managed instance. Next preference is IaaS model. In IaaS model, any kind of application it will work in IaaS model. Okay, you can keep any SQL Server version here. Yeah, I will come to that point, sir. Just give me 2 minutes. Yeah. So, sir, in PaaS model, in IaaS model, yes, you can keep install. Windows. Windows, how much time it will take to set up, team? Just maybe 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. Team. Once Windows is ready, you can install SQL Server, whatever version, whatever name, and point the application to the IaaS. Okay, so the Windows and all will be managed by Microsoft team. For that, you need to pay rental. Yeah, so that is infrastructure. Platform as a service means you don't have Windows team, just services they will give you. I will show you, team, don't worry. In PaaS model, team, coming to the SQL Server databases, in PaaS model, again, we have 3 models, team. Okay. So, team, IaaS model, and in PaaS model, we have 3 models are there. Single DB model, Elastic DB model, and managed instance. Yes, it is confusing, team. Let me explain.
No doubt. How we will get to know which model we are using? As a DBA, we doesn't know, right? What was the configuration while installing or configuring?
Simple.
So how will you know?
Simple. By seeing the server name itself, you can tell that is a Azure SQL DB model. That is a managed instance. That is a on-premise. Yeah, you can also run select at the rate version. You will come to know.
Okay.
Sir, so these 3 are Azure models. Okay. So in platform as a service, again 3 models, team. Single DB model, Elastic Pool model, and managed instance. See, sir, single and elastic, I am calling it as Azure SQL DB model. Okay. So team, PaaS model, you have 3 models, team. But I am showing only 2 models here. See, single and elastic, both are same, team, except a hardware difference. Okay. Except hardware difference, both are same. We call it as a Azure SQL DB. Yeah. So team, even see here. So we have 3 models where related to SQL Server. See, this is Azure SQL DB model, managed instance, IaaS model. See, team, IaaS model, you can keep any kind of version. You can also keep 2008. Yeah. So 3 models are there, team. But a single and Azure, so single and Elastic DB model, right? Both are same, team, except a hardware difference, team. Let me tell you now itself. See, team, okay, your databases, each DB having its own hardware, team. Where? In single DB model. Okay, single DB model, each DB you need to keep own hardware, own CPU and memory. So this database, suppose it wants some memory and CPU, it cannot utilize the other database CPU and memory. That is a single DB model. Each DB behaves it's like own server. So elastic pool model means you can assign the common hardware, like on-premise. On-premise common hardware or single DB model kind of. It's a elastic pool model kind of, our on-premise. You don't assign CPUs for databases, right? You will assign entire for the instance. CPU and memory and all. Okay. So this is the difference, sir. Common hardware, individual hardware. Okay. Just hardware difference, sir. Remaining database side, same thing. Same recovery model, same isolation, everything is same. Yeah. So only one model, Azure SQL DB model, managed instance, IIS model. Okay. So let me ask you a question, team. In managed instance, do you have the Windows team? No. Okay, because these two are past models. Yes or no? Yeah. So team, in which scenario your application won't work in managed instance, sir? Just guess. Yes, you told in Azure SQL DB, because of cross queries, your application won't work. Then the next choice is managed instance. In managed instance also, some of the applications won't work, sir. In managed instance also, some of the applications won't work, or some of the databases not possible to keep in managed instance. Why? You know the answer. Come on.
Legacy application.
Legacy applications. See, sir, my application only worked in 2000. See, team, there are still applications are running 2000. SQL Server 2000. I don't know how many of you worked in SQL Server 2000. I worked in SQL Server 2000. There are still some applications are in 2000. Why they haven't upgraded, sir? Because if you upgrade, that application won't work. Okay. Yes. Some legacy applications, you cannot keep in managed instance also, because managed instance always maintain the highest version, not possible to keep. Okay. Yes, except those legacy applications, all applications to work in managed instance, sir. But there is one more limitation also in managed instance: size. Size is the limitation. Okay. See how much size you can keep in managed instance. Size of the databases or size of the DB. Before that, sir, please answer to this question. Azure SQL DB, what is the maximum size you can keep, sir? The database size. Come on.
2 GB.
2 GB. If it is 2 GB, nobody will be on Azure. What is the maximum size you can keep in Azure SQL DB, sir? In business databases, always more than the 2 GB, right?
2 TB.
2 TB. Just 2 TB. Even 50% of
1 petabyte. 1 petabyte.
1 petabyte means 100 TB, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So, yes, sir, you are right. So, 100 terabyte you can keep it, sir. Where? In Azure SQL DB. See, your database, even 1 terabyte also you can keep it in Azure SQL DB. Maximum, each database you can keep it is 1 terabyte, sir, up to. See? Okay. So, 1 terabyte, no OLTP database is that much size, sir, in real time. So, you can say that is also unlimited, the size. No database that much size, sir, in real time. Okay. OLTP. So, what is the size, sir? Interview question. What is the size you can keep it here? 100 terabyte is the maximum. Okay. 2 GB to 100 terabyte also you can keep it. Yeah. What is the size of, in managed instance, what is the size, sir? Maximum size? Just guess it. Guess it. 16 terabytes, sir. 16 terabyte, that to all database sizes. Sum of all database sizes should not exceed the 16 terabyte in one instance. That means instance size is 16 terabytes, sir. But here, individual database, you can keep 100 terabyte also. I can keep 1000 terabyte, 2000 terabyte also I can keep it. How? Each DB you can keep 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte. Like that you can keep it. It's possible. But in managed instance, all database sizes should not exceed the 16 terabyte. That is the limitation, sir. I have already 2 databases. Both sizes are 14 TB. I have another DB, it is having more than 3 terabyte. Can I keep it in same instance? Not possible. So, sir, size, okay, 100 terabyte is the maximum. Here, instance sizes should not exceed the 16 terabyte. 16 terabyte is the maximum size. Okay, 16 terabyte just 2 months onwards, sir. Earlier, only 8 terabyte. Okay, earlier, previously, only 8 terabyte. Just 2 months back, they improved to 16 terabyte. Okay, yeah. IAS model. IAS model, what is the size limitation, sir? Any guesses? Somebody tested with 500 TB, 500 terabyte. Okay, it worked for them. Yes, IAS on-premise both are same. Yeah. So you can say unlimited size. Yeah, you can say 500 terabyte. Somebody tested him. For 500 TB, you need to pay how many CPUs? You need to keep more than 1,000 CPUs and all. Okay. So yes, IAS model. You can keep 500 terabyte also. Maximum size. That is the size limitation, sir. See, my application, it will work in latest version also, sir. But all the database sizes are exceeding 16 terabyte. Is it possible to keep in managed instance, sir? Not possible. Okay, you have to go to the IAS model. Okay, so PaaS model doesn't work because of so-and-so reason. The next option is IAS model. IAS model, you can keep any kind of application, sir. Because any kind of version, you can keep it. You have full control. Like you can, if you want, you can uninstall it, stop it, patches it, everything under your control IAS model, sir. Only Windows, Microsoft will maintain. For that, you need to pay the rental.
For the managed instance, we have suppose like the managed instance. So they will be only be updating the Windows patch, and along with that, they will be updating the SQL patch as well, latest, right? Always.
Correct. Correct. You don't have Windows, right? You cannot do any RDP. Okay. Only SQL patches, sir. If you want to connect to that managed instance, just know the server name and you can connect like this through Management Studio and do whatever are the operations if you want to. If you want to create table, yes, you can create functions, triggers, whatever you can create through Management Studio. Yeah. So for application, how it will work, sir, without Windows? That's okay. My application needs username, password. Username, password. And some of
so
the
how the SQL instance can be connected to outside of Azure, because we need inbound outbound routes to be added.
Correct.
Right.
We'll add the IP address.
Where?
We'll add the IP address.
Where you will add the IP address?
Same, wherever that instance is. Okay. So yes, in Windows side also we have firewall rules, sir. Here also we have a firewall rule. I will show you that and all, don't worry. So that it will allow you only the right people. Obviously, you have a security also. So that's about, sir. Okay. What we have discussed, sir. We have in Azure 3 models. Okay. 3 models we have. Azure SQL DB, Managed Instance, and IAS. These 2 models are PaaS model. You don't have Windows. This is IAS model. If you want to migrate to on-premise to Azure, so these 3 options we have. So you don't need to do any manual analysis, sir. We have a DMA tool. Using DMA tool, it tells you, so your application database in which model is best suited and all, DMA tool, it tells you, sir. Okay. Based on the suggestions, you can go and you can migrate your databases. You can save the money.
This DMA tool, is it a third-party tool or is it something which Azure?
Data migration instant tool. It's a free tool. Free tool. Data migration instant. Okay. So earlier we call it as a upgrade advisor. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Now we call it as a migration assistant tool. You can download from the download center, Microsoft Download Center.
So in this course, we will be covering this migration, right?
Yes, sir. Migration is very important.
Yeah.
Yes, migration also completely practical. In YouTube's
on-premise to Azure, right?
Yes, on-premise to Azure. Yes, on-premise to IAS. Okay. So all these 3 models, you need to learn how you migrate in real time, sir. In YouTube, they will migrate using DMA tool, sir. Nobody will use in real-time DMA tool. Okay. So theory is different, practical is different. Very rare people having the experience, real-time experience. Okay. Just I know a team. Yeah, few people are also giving training. They are just learning. They are just learning and giving team. Even my students also giving training on Azure. Okay. Yeah. So that's a different story team. Obviously, wherever you like. So obviously you will join there only. Yeah. So sir, so we have 3 models. Okay, 3 models, all are different team. Monitoring, maintenance also different. High availability also different, as I said. Okay. So we will learn all these things. All these things in all these 3 models. Yeah. So team, before going to team, next topic. So let me tell you about myself team. So team, I am Rasek Reddy Bolla. Most of you know, I think, this is a 52 batch team. So yeah, my name is Rasek Reddy Bolla team. I'm having 11 plus years of experience into the SQL DBA development, performance training, and the cloud team. Cloud, I'm having total 5 years of experience in cloud. Okay. So I started my career with TCS team 2010. Okay. So right now I'm working for SCL. This is about myself team. So recently I wrote a book on Azure SQL DB also. This is the first book team in the market on the interview questions. Okay. So you can Google it also. You don't find any interview questions on Azure SQL DB. This is the first book team, Microsoft Azure SQL DB interview questions and answers. All are practical scenarios. So yeah, this is about myself team. We also have a YouTube channel. Okay. So in YouTube, just search Azure SQL DB team. You will get my videos only on top. Okay. So that much famous our training is, sir. Okay. These 2 are my videos only. And this is my video only. So this is my video only. So yeah, that's about myself, sir. And about this course, sir. This course is 2 weeks course. Okay. This course is 2 weeks course, sir. Daily 2 hours from 7:30 to 9:30 or 9:15, sir. I will try to close 9:15, sir, because maybe some people have offices after 9. So yeah, daily 2 hours, 2 weeks, sir. On Sunday, I can try to give the break. Yeah. So 2 weeks course this is. And course content is this one, sir. Okay. So course content, I am giving you the topic wise, sir. Okay. Topic wise, I am giving you because team. So if I give that, the course content like this, we may miss some of the topics, sir. We may miss some of the topics. Okay. That's why. So there are total 57 topics are there, team, including resume preparation and mock interview. 57 topics all are related to these 3 models. Okay. So 57 topics will be covered, sir, under this training. So last batch completed, sir. That's why all are in yellow mark. So once the so-and-so topic is over, sir, I use it to mark it as yellow like this. Okay. So you and me have a clarity. What topics are covered, what not topics are not covered. Yeah. And also team, daily recordings. Daily recordings also, I will keep in the saved folder. Okay. So saved folder I will keep, and I will give you the lifetime access. And also I will add you in WhatsApp group. Okay. Tomorrow, if you need any help and all also, you can post in the group and you can get help from the people. Okay. In the WhatsApp group. I will be there in the WhatsApp group. Yeah. So you can also try to reach me directly over the phone also. So that's about my course, sir. And the course fee is, okay. So I'm charging 12K INR, sir. So you can pay using Google Pay, Phone Pay on the same number. This is my number, same number only. Yeah. So if you want, you can take a photo, sir. So it's not possible to reach all 37 people, sir. So you can take a photo. Whoever wants to join from tomorrow onwards, okay, you can pay and you can give me screenshot. I will share you all the material and tomorrow's new link, paid link, I will share it to you and you can join from tomorrow onwards. So you can take a photo, sir, or you can ping me in WhatsApp on this number.
The list looks very long. So is it possible to get all those topics covered within 2 weeks?
Yes, yes, 51 batches are completed, sir, till now. Maybe if it takes 1 or 2 days extra, that's okay, I will take it. Yeah.
And what do you expect? I mean, how much time do you think we need to give every day?
Sorry, Mohammed.
I mean, how much time you think, I mean, apart from this class, we need to invest in?
How much time?
In order to, I mean, be in sync with your class.
No, you can join every day, practice every day, and you become master. I make you master, sir, don't worry. In cloud,
okay.
Azure SQL.
Yeah. Okay, so after completing this course, assuming that we are starting from scratch, right?
No, you
once we are done, then what level I can claim myself?
Master level. Okay, master level. So you can apply the jobs directly. You can apply the jobs directly.
Can I claim kind of like 5+ or something? Years of experience?
Yeah, 5 means nobody will believe it. Azure says, because Azure is new, right? You can keep 3 years. You can keep 3 years, in Azure, and remaining experience, you keep SQL DBA. Or you can keep both SQL DBA plus Azure. In current project, I have both on-premise servers and Azure servers. Like that also you can keep. I will share my resume. Okay. I will share my resume. Accordingly, you can keep your resume. Just take out points and keep it in your resume and start applying.
Sir, what about Azure Data Fundamentals DP 900 courses, sir? You are teaching this DP 300.
Yeah. Good question.
If the person is not studying that DP 900, can he able to understand this DP 300?
Easily, sir. You don't need to, zero knowledge you need to have to join this course. Okay. You don't need to know anything related to Azure. See, sir, I'm not teaching related to that course wise. I mean, certification wise. There are thousands of certifications, sir, Microsoft side. Okay. They are just for money, sir. Okay. So in real time is different. It's not like certification wise, we don't have roles in real time. No.
Oh, okay, sir. Will you cover that DP 900 content, sir?
100%, sir. Okay. 100%.
Okay, sir.
You are learning more.
I'm circling back. So, I mean, what does it, this 900, 300, 400? I'm sorry, I mean, kind of stupid question.
Sir, simple, sir. You are learning more than the certification.
Okay, sir.
You can easily pass the certification. And if you want to do the certification, sir, this certification, I mean, you can do this certification, DP 300. If you want to do the certification, you can do DP 300.
Sir, I thought that this 2 weeks time may not be sufficient to complete entire content. This
no,
is my.
No, sir. It will more sufficient. Daily 2 hours. It's because of daily, right? So.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, because I mean, we think it's a starter. If it is only on weekends, more weeks. Okay. Because
okay,
it's daily.
So Raja, we would be able to, after this course, like what I am aiming at is to complete this DP 300 certification. So after this course, would I be able to, give this exam directly?
DP 300 you can give. DP 300 give, and AZ 900, sir, this is a fundamental. Okay.
Yeah, AZ 900 is fundamental, but
you don't need
DP
you don't need to do fundamentals, sir. Directly you can write to DP 300.
Okay, DP so 300, we can directly.
Yeah, you can directly write the DP 300. I will also give you the dump, sir. Okay, 60% as it is, the questions will come. Yeah, so you can easily pass DP 300, sir. Okay, you can easily.
Sir, will you give that book, sir, which you written, or should we pay extra money, sir, for that?
No. In everything, including under that price. Material,
okay, sir.
Interview, resume. So everything under the same price only. Yeah, I will share all. Once you pay, just ping me in WhatsApp. Just confirm. I will share all the details. Yeah. So Yeah, that's about the course team. Okay, so let's jump into the topic team. Let me create a Azure SQL DB. Any questions, team, related to the course?
Yeah, Rajashekar, this is Asad. So I just want to know, like, once we complete the DP 300, how long it's gonna be valid for?
So yeah, it's valid.
Because I see like in the red outline, like they will be.
No. What they are showing, this is content is updated on November 14th. The new content is updated. Okay.
Okay.
I can say it's a lifetime, sir. Hey,
lifetime.
I think 1 year. I think so, sir.
More than 1 year, sir.
Okay.
More than 1 year. See, within 1 year, complete whatever are there in Azure, nothing will be changed, sir. Nothing will be changed. Okay. It's not like 1 year.
Okay.
Validity.
Okay.
Yeah. I can say lifetime also.
Okay. Thank you.
So yeah. So yeah. So let me create Azure SQL DB, sir. So which model I am creating, sir? I am creating the Azure SQL DB. Now let me have a water, sir. 1 second. What are the limitations in Azure SQL DB, sir? Yeah, tell me.
Cross. No OS. No OS.
No OS. Huh? No DB mail. No SQL agent.
No cross queries.
Yeah, there are limitations, right? Let me show you. Those are all the limitations. See, sir, I'm creating a SQL database. Click on SQL database. Click on SQL database. Create SQL database. Okay. Create SQL database.
Sir,
So,
we don't know how to create this window. What you are in.
This portal, right? I will tell you tomorrow, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me tell you now also, sir. See, sir, this is a portal data. Please mute yourself, team. If you are not talking, please mute yourself, team. Otherwise, a noise also will be recorded. So, team, this is the portal.azure.com. This is for everyone, sir. For application guy, DBA guy, network guy, everyone. If they want to create anything, they have to log into this portal, sir. Portal.azure.com. Okay. They have to log into the portal.azure.com, sir. You can also log out, log in also. Sign out and sign in also. Yeah. So this portal, how you gonna create, sir? Just type portal.azure.com and give the details. Like, just like how you create a Facebook account, sir. Simple. Give the personal details, first name, last name, email ID, phone number. Yeah, like that you can give. And at the end, it will ask you the credit card details. At the end, it will ask you credit card details. Credit card or debit card details also you can give. So they will give you 1 month completely free team. So yes, you are giving credit card details, right? Don't worry, you can give credit card details and they will charge you only 2 rupees, sir. Just for verification, they charge you 2 rupees and that 2 rupees also they will credit back to you. That 2 rupees also they will credit back to you just for verification. Okay. So they will give you 1 month completely free, sir. 1 month you can practice it. Okay. All these Azure topics you can practice in the same portal.azure.com. Once you create the server, yes, you can connect to the management studio and you can do from the management studio also. Creating database, creating tables. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah. So portal.azure.com. This is for everyone. DBA people, application people, everyone. Okay. See, after 1 month, will they charge? No, sir. They don't charge after 1 month, sir. Okay. They just disable your subscription. You cannot create further. Okay. Safely, you can give your credit card or debit card details. Don't worry. If they charge you any money, I will give that amount. I will refund you. Don't worry. Personally, I will refund you. Okay. So that confidently saying they don't charge you any money, sir. Just give debit card or credit card details. They will give you 1 month free subscription, sir. You can practice on the portal. Okay. Yeah. So I will tell you more about the portal tomorrow also. Yeah. So this is about portal, sir. Yes, portal is ready. So if you want to create a SQL database, click on that. If you want to, application guys, how they will create app services? Yes, they will create the app services like this. So we DBA guys will create a SQL database. Click on SQL database. Create SQL database. See, sir, I am directly creating SQL database. I am not installing anything. That is a pass model. I am creating SQL database that required SQL server name, sir. Yes, SQL server name also I am creating. Yeah, indirectly. Yeah. See, sir, create SQL database. Yes, it is asking the resource group. This is a subscription, sir. Yes, free trial subscription. This is 1 month free. Yeah, and resource group is So what is the resource group meaning? A resource group is a collection of resources. See, group of resources, we call it as a resource group. See, sir, your app service is a one resource. Function app is a resource. Whatever you are seeing, all are resource. If we group this and together in a folder, we can call it as a resource group, sir. Yes, sir, it's really tough to understand this resource group. That's okay. Let me tell you in simple way. Resource group is nothing but environment. Okay. See, sir, dev environment related, you can keep dev. QA related, you can keep QA. Production related, you can keep production. Okay. Resource group is nothing but like an environment, sir. See, create new dev environment. I'm giving dev. It's a logical container, sir. Physically, it won't be there. Just logical container. See, dev. Dev is a resource group. Sir, dev is a resource group. So this is a resource group. I will keep here databases. I will keep here storage. I will keep here my application. So all are related to dev. Tomorrow I don't want to dev environment. I will delete this resource group. Everything will be deleted. That is the flexibility we have with the resource group. Sir, your voice is low. Just give me a minute, sir. See, this is a dev environment. You have production environment also like this. Non-production also like this. I mean, QA environment, U8 environment like that. Suppose, sir, tomorrow third wave come. Okay, third wave. If third wave come, suppose your organization wants to save some cost. They will ask you, hey man, we don't want dev environment right now because we don't have a budget. So you can remove entire dev environment. Just delete. You don't need to delete app services, databases, storage manually. Just delete resource group. Everything will be deleted. Simple. Okay. So that is the flexibility you have, sir. Resource group name. Yeah. Go ahead, sir. Somebody is asking a question.
In real time, are we the one who creates?
Hanuma, your voice is very low, Hanuma. Maybe if you are using headset and all, just remove it and you can talk.
So, in real time, are we the one who creates the resource group?
Yes. Yes. See, sir, if we have already dev environment, just choose the dev environment. See, if you scroll down, it will show the resource group name. Just choose that one. Whatever you are creating, you know, right, in which environment you need to keep under. So choose that environment and create it. So it takes some time, sir, to understand more. Okay, let it be that one. So resource group is nothing but an environment, sir. Okay, whatever you are creating, you need to keep under the resource group, sir. Okay, without resource group, you cannot create anything. Yeah. So next database name I want to keep it is DBA. You can keep it any name, sir. I am keeping DBA database name, and this is the server name. So what is the server name I have to give here, sir? Because dev environment creating, right? So I will give dev server. I will give dev server. See, what is this searching, sir? The specified server name is already in use. See, sir, why I am getting this error, sir? Any guesses? Why I am getting this error? See, sir, I told you. Okay. I told you. Okay. See, these servers are globally, right? Okay.
Across the globe, someone is using that same name.
Yes. Somebody is using this name, sir. In the world, somebody is using this with the same name. You cannot use the same name, sir. Not possible. You need to keep some different names, sir. I will give 1729, sir. That's a Ramanujan number. That's my favorite number. Okay. Just for unique name purpose, I am using 1729. Yeah. So maybe that Yeah, nobody is using that name, sir. So yeah, this is a server name. Which location I have to keep here, sir? Which location?
Which one is application is nearby, like, okay, if the application is hosted, we have to select that one so that we will get best throughput.
Yes, correct. See, sir, these are all the Microsoft data centers. Physically, Microsoft is maintaining their data centers. Microsoft.
There is this option which came that showed others. What is that? What does that signify?
1 second.
The location in the location part.
Microsoft will maintain the data centers like this. Okay, safest locations are, I mean, safest, not nearby the houses and all. Okay, our data centers are nearby houses. Some fire accident happened that will attack to our data center also. Okay, because we all have a low budgets. Okay, so Microsoft will keep safest, sir. Safest locations. Okay, yeah. So Microsoft is maintaining these many data centers, sir, in the world.
Raja, there is this option which is coming. Yeah, okay.
These many data centers are maintained by Microsoft, sir. So which location you have to choose? According to our friend said, okay, we need to keep the nearest location, sir. Suppose my project is North Iraq. So I will keep North Iraq, sir, because my all clients are in North Iraq only. So for them, accessible is easy. I mean, there is no network latency. Okay, so my application is India. Suppose Flipkart only in India, I think, right? Or Flipkart. So Flipkart, I will keep the data center either if it is North India, yes, I will keep the North India or South India because nearest location. So that faster. Okay, my application faster if I keep the nearest data center. You can also keep any data center, sir, but better to keep the nearest location. Suppose nearest location is you think not the safest because India, China. We don't like to keep our data center in China. But all our clients are in China. So suppose India, see why TikTok banned it in India? Because TikTok is maintaining the data center in China. See, if you have such kind of issues, yes, they will also keep in different regions. Malaysia, Singapore, these are all the safest countries, right? So you don't have any earthquakes and all. So you can also keep those safest locations. It's all your choice. Okay. So mostly people are keeping in the safest locations, sir. Yeah. I mean, nearest locations they will keep. I'm using EastUS, sir. I just keep EastUS. See, sir, SQL authentication. I'm using SQL authentication. I'm using SQL authentication, sir. So SCA admin. You can give any name, sir. SCA. SCA is a short name, sir. So that's why it won't take it. I'm giving SCA admin. While installing SQL Server, we need to give SCA admin, right? The same SCA admin I am giving here. Initially, people will connect using this account. So the password you can give Azure@123. Azure@123. See, sir, what is the server name here? Dev server 1729.database.windows.net. I will give that server name and I will use this SCA admin and password. I will connect. Okay. I will connect.
Raj, small doubt. Can we take resource group backups before deleting?
No. So why you work? Yeah. Instead of say whatever you don't want. Suppose in dev environment, I don't need one database. Just drop that database. Okay. You don't need to delete entire resource group. Yeah. So.
Okay, thank you.
Once you delete the resource group, then gone.
Hey Raj, this is Asad. Yeah, so I have a quick question here. In the real-time environment, like which authentication is most commonly used here?
Obviously, both, sir. Active Directory plus SQL authentication, both. See, sir.
Okay.
In on-premise, sir. Coming to security. See, sir, in on-premise, we have two authentications. What are all those? Windows plus SQL authentication. Windows are mixed mode, we call it as. See, sir, here we don't have Windows, right? So we have the Active Directory authentication. You can log in like this. See, you are a TCS employee, asad@tcs.com. Just give like that and click on connect.
Okay. Thank you.
It will connect. Yeah. somebody has to add your user in that database, then only you can able to. Yeah. So like domain with domain, you can also access that. So 2 level of authentications here, SQL authentication and Active Directory authentication. Active Directory authentication, it's like a Windows authentication. So sir, DBA database server is ready. See here, sir, Elastic Pool. If I click on yes, sir, that is Elastic Pool model, sir. I told you, right? Azure SQL DB means 2 types: Elastic Pool model and single DB model. So I am keeping in single DB model, sir. No means single DB model. Yes, sir, I am keeping the database. Next, how much size of my database? How many CPUs I want to give? How much memory I want to give? Everything will be decided here. Okay, everything will be decided here, sir. Here, compute plus storage. Okay, here the cost will decide. Here, the cost will decide, sir. Okay, so I told you, right, it is very cheaper. Let me show you how much you need to pay per month. See, sir, I will keep it in small database. My database is very small. So I will keep, see, sir, maximum size in this model. So see, sir, this compute plus storage. Okay, this compute plus storage, we have 2 models, DTU model and vCore model. So here we don't assign the CPU, sir. We will assign the DTUs. Okay, DTU is nothing but CPU plus memory plus IO. These 3 together, we are calling it as a DTU. Blended of CPU, memory, IO, we call it as a DTU, sir. Okay, you can give directly like on-premise, how you give CPUs and all, you can directly assign. Where? In vCore model. Or you can also assign DTU model. Sir, for small size databases, DTU model is best. Okay, this is not written in Microsoft documentation, sir. My experience, my real-time experience, I am saying less than 1 terabyte, keep in DTU model. More than 1 terabyte, go for vCore model. I will tell you with real-time scenarios, don't worry. Okay, so everything I cannot complete it within 2 hours, sir. So for small databases, just keep it in DTU model. So I am keeping in DTU model, sir, basic DTU model. So see, sir, the price is 359 rupees. You can pay only 359 rupees per month for this database. See, sir, very cheaper, right? Comparatively on-premise. What other benefit you are going to get here, sir? They will give the graphs also. They will give you graph. 80%. If suppose your graph is showing 80%. What you can do, sir? Increase the DTU count. See 5 DTUs here, right? Just go with the next standard 10 DTUs. 10 DTUs cost 1,000 rupees. Even 10 DTUs are not sufficient. Just increase. See, scale up. We call it as a scale up. Scale up and scale down. Okay. See, sir, my database, daytime I need more CPUs. Nighttime I need less CPUs because nighttime nobody will connect. Yes, there are some business, but not that much. What you can do, sir? Daytime you can give more CPUs. Nighttime you can give less CPUs. Like that also you can save further money. By going to the cloud, you are saving the money. Further, you can also save the money by keeping like this. Daytime I will keep in more tier. Nighttime I will keep in low tier. Scale up and scale down. Just
Raj, I believe this calculation will be on day basis, right? Not hourly basis, right?
Month, yeah, per month this is, sir. Per month they charge you like this. Per hour, suppose per hour you can calculate it, how much? By 30, by 24 hours. So
hourly also it will charge based on.
Yes, even 1 minute also. If you use 1 minute they charge you.
Okay.
Everything based on the pro rata, sir, per second basis, just like your notice period. Okay, suppose at the last, right? So what we call it as, sir, final settlements. Okay, how they will give, sir, salary? I mean, If you work for 20 days, the last month, they will pay only for 20 days, right? How they will pay 20 days? Pro rata basis. They will calculate, right? Yeah, 30 days this month. So 10 days this month, 20 days this month. Like that, they will calculate, they will give. Here also, sir. Huh? Even if you use 1 minute, they charge you. Huh? Yeah. Sir, there are many benefits, sir. Okay. All real-time scenarios I will cover. Okay. So within these 2 hours, I cannot complete all. Just as much as I am telling you, I am covering you here, sir. So for now, sir, I want to keep it in basic. Okay. Apply it. That's it, sir. See here, backup, they will take the automatic, sir. So my server is ready, database is ready. Okay. The backup, sir. Backups, you cannot take it, sir. Is it a disadvantage or advantage? That is advantage, sir. Okay. Backups, you don't need to take, sir. Happily, we can sleep night time, sir. So you don't need to work 24/7 also. Okay. Backups are, they are taking care. Services are, they are taking care. These services never ever going to down, sir. Why you need to work 24/7? Huh? When services
can
are
we
not
have combination?
Huh?
Yeah, can we is there any way we can keep one set of backup at our premises in premise?
Your question is Azure DB, can I keep in on-premise?
Yeah, I mean, I can run database on Azure and I want to take backup on my premises, I mean, in premises.
Yeah, there are some other alternatives to keep it. Okay, backpack you need to take and you can restore. So here, sir, Microsoft, they are taking all the backups, are full differential and log backup. If you want to restore those backups, right? You can restore.
These are, comes with those costing what you did.
Pass model.
Okay.
In pass model, sir. Okay. In pass model means these two. Microsoft will take the backup. You don't need to take any backup.
Manually, we can take backup in pass.
You cannot take the backup in pass manually.
Okay.
Only
no.
in
Suppose if you want to take, if you want to restore it on premise for any testing purpose, we can't do it. We need to raise a request to Azure to.
No. See, once you go to the Azure, all are in Azure, sir. Dev also in Azure, production also in Azure. Suppose if you want to restore a database from one server to another server, you don't need to take the backup. Directly you can restore. How?
Okay.
Sir. So how you gonna restore? Simple, sir. The command create database as a copy.
Okay.
Simple, sir. Very simple.
Raja, I have a question here. Raja, I am audible, Raja?
Yes, sir. You are audible. Let me show you, sir. Create restore command.
I have a question. Suppose in the production environment, someone delete some tables accidentally. So how I'm going to restore these tables on production if I can't restore the data backups?
Correct. See, sir. So here, those topics will be covered here. So how you restore from the backups? Yes, Microsoft is taking care of the backups. From those backups, how you gonna restore? That we call it as a point-in-time record. That is the doubt you are asking. Okay. So the topic will be covered here. Don't worry. So just you are asking with curiosity, right? So how you gonna restore is, see, when the disaster happened, suppose at 7:30, you can give date and time, sir, and click on restore. So 7:30 backup as it is, it will be restored, sir. 7:30 backup as it is, it will be restored. So let me create here.
Is there any kind of option that if I need to restore only few tables, suppose I don't want to restore my whole database, I just want to restore only 1 or 2 tables. So is there any option in Azure SQL database?
Let me ask you same question, sir. Is it possible? Can I only restore few tables from the backup, sir, in on-premise?
So on-premise, I have alternates. I can restore.
What is your alternative? Tell me.
Or I can restore whole backup in the new database, and I can fetch these tables from the database and can restore into the my production DB.
Correct. Okay. See, sir, same you can do. This is a database. 7:30, my junior DBA has deleted some tables mistakenly. What you can do, sir? Restore with another database with 7:30 backup. Okay, just give date and time, they will restore. Okay, whatever the missing tables and all, you can copy here. Import, export, data. Create table. Just right click, create table
Raja,
script and run it.
Okay, I got it. For that, I need to use a managed instance
Why
model.
you need managed instance? No, sir. See, that is what, sir. Don't go with the wrong assumption. Single DB means only one database you can keep. No, sir. You can keep multiple databases. Huh? See, okay. That's not your mistake, sir. That's Microsoft mistake. Huh? See, single DB model means what we think we can only keep one database. That's not, sir. So it's because of Microsoft mistake, sir. They should not call it as a single DB model. Their meaning single DB model means, sir, their meaning single DB model is each DB having its own hardware, sir.
Okay.
That is the meaning of single DB. It's not like only you can keep one database. You can keep any number of databases, sir. More than 5,000 databases you can keep in each instance.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you can restore same instance and you can import, export. Huh? Yeah. Server is creating, sir. Maybe it takes 3-4 minutes, sir. Because here I am creating resource group, server I am creating, database I am creating. So my 1-year kid is calling me, sir.
Raja, like there are some DMVs have also changed in this Azure DB, right, to troubleshoot the CPU utilization and everything.
Yes, sir. There are some DMVs. It will work in Azure SQL DB also. Same DMVs. There are some extra DMVs also.
So we will be covering that, right?
Yes,
because
100%.
These types of issues I see do comes in which where we have to.
I am also working in real time, sir. Yeah? So you will get it all. Don't worry. I have documented everything. You will get it all. So server is creating, sir. Sir, if you have any doubts and all, sir, you can reach me on my WhatsApp number, sir. Later, once after that. So you have to, okay, you have to learn, sir. You don't have a choice, okay? You have to learn, sir. That's a mandatory. So Azure is compulsory team. Yeah. In next 2-3 years, we don't have a jobs at all in on-premise, sir. Maybe only few legacy applications, maybe they will keep it in on-premise or they will keep it in IaaS model. Yeah. So once the database is created, it will show here, sir. See, sir, whatever you are creating, it will show here, sir, the progress. Okay. We call it as a notification or events. So what about maintenance jobs? Update statistics and index. See, sir, yes, these jobs, sir, for all models, you need to take care, sir. For IaaS model, yes, you have SQL agent. You can easily set it up those. And managed instance also, you have SQL agent. Yes, you can easily, through SQL agent, you can set it up the jobs. Here, we don't have SQL agent. Then how are you going to do this? See, sir, in Azure, I mean, this model, Azure SQL DB model, we have alternatives. Okay, we have alternatives. So, where those are? High availability. Yeah. So, what are all those alternatives, sir? These four are alternatives. Okay, how you automate either Windows scheduler. If you have any on-premise SQL agent, also you can automate through runbooks, which is in the portal, sir. Runbooks through PowerShell with runbooks, you can automate. without, I don't have PowerShell knowledge, that's okay. You can automate using Elastic Jobs. Elastic Jobs is really powerful than the SQL agent. 1,000 server jobs, you can keep it in one place. 1,000 servers, 10,000 servers also, you can keep it in one place, sir. So Elastic Jobs more powerful. So don't see this is as a limitation, sir. You have more advanced features, even in Azure SQL DB. 3, using Elastic Jobs, I can automate. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You don't have Windows scheduler. How you can automate, sir? Just question.
Yeah, same question I have. Windows scheduler.
Yes, sir. See, from my Windows also I can automate, sir. Can't I? I will give the connection, sir, like username, password and all. It will go and it will hit the database and it will run that SP. I can automate, sir. See, let me share you one real-time scenario. I will share all these documents, sir. See, sir, I took requirement like, I'm not doing any rebuild, reorganize in this automation. Just I want to keep daytime, I want to keep more CPUs, and nighttime, I want to keep less CPUs. Why I'm doing this activity, sir? Just to save the cost, because I don't have utilization at nighttime. Yes, you can automate, say, scale up the DB, scale down the DB. 9 a.m. I'm running, 9 p.m. I'm running through Windows scheduler. Yeah, if you have any Windows server, sir, there you can automate. See, sir, how I am giving over there. I'm just giving the server name, username, password, and I'm keeping the script. That script, it will run. Where? In this server. Okay. You don't need to have a Windows, sir.
Okay. Okay, sir. Got it.
So, yeah, see. So, if you run, see, nighttime, daytime, I'm keeping in S2, standard time. Nighttime, I'm keeping in S1. Cheaper price. Yeah, S1. Less DTUs. Okay, 10 DTUs here. Maybe S12 means maybe, I don't know, maybe 2000 DTUs and all, I think. Yeah. So like that you can, okay. So you can save the money by same way, sir. If you do, how you do rebuild, reorganize, within this script, you can keep rebuild index, updates, statistics, integrity, everything you can keep it. So that this script will run in the server. Okay. So like that you can automate. Those are all the alternatives, sir. Yeah, so it's already 9:03, sir. Slowly people are, disconnecting. Let me quickly see, sir. Server is ready, sir. So I'm giving the firewall rule, sir. See, even though I know the username, password, I cannot able to, sir. See, this is the server name, sir. Okay. See, this is the server name. So yes. Okay. SQL authentication. See, sir. Active Directory authentication also you can join. SQL authentication, AC admin. I think this is Azure @123. See, sir, I am connected. It will throw an error. See, I don't want to show you this error. Okay. And it is throwing error. Why I am not able to connect, sir? Why I am not able to connect? I gave the right server name, username, password.
There's no communication between these two servers.
See, sir, I am connected from my laptop. Okay. So to connect to this server, see, if you know username, password, you can also connect, right? Where is the security? No security. Suppose, okay, suppose Srinivas having the SQL server in his machine. Can I able to connect his SQL server, sir, from my machine? I cannot. Why it is stopping? Windows firewall. So here also we have a firewall rule, sir. So here, sir, very simple. Just give your IP address. See, my IP address is this one, sir. It already scanned this, my IP address. Okay. So here, add client. 1 second, sir. Set server file. So Microsoft has changed something, sir. It's not working. Yeah, if you want to add the firewall rule, okay. So you can add the firewall rule. Okay. So this is RAS IP. Suppose Srinivas wants to connect, sir. Srinivas IP address also I will add here, so that Srinivas also can able to connect. Suppose I want to give access to all people. How are you going to give, sir? I can also give the range, sir. See, I can also give the range like this. See, your IP address more than the 0, greater than the 0, less than the 255. If you want, you can check it, sir. Okay. So now also, if you want, you can able to connect, sir. If you want, you can able to connect. So let me say, sir, server name. So people who want to connect, you can connect, sir. So not this one. Dev server, right? So this is server name. So install Management Studio, sir. That's it. Okay, install Management Studio and try to connect this using this the username and Azure @123. This is the password. Okay, so you can able to connect this server, sir, now. Yeah. So I gave the firewall. Yes, I can able to connect to the server. That's it, sir. So if you want to create a new database, you can also create from the Management Studio. Also, you can create, sir. The tables and all you can create from the Management Studio. You cannot create tables, sir. So this is a portal for to keep the databases. That's it. Okay. So tables and all you need to do from the Management Studio or Visual Studio or through SQL CMD. Yeah. See, sir. Only MasterDB you can see, sir. You cannot see other system databases. There are no SQL, no DB mail. These are all the limitations in this. That's why they are giving cheap price. Sir, can I create a temporary table, sir? Because I'm not seeing temp DB, right? A question, interview question. Can I create a temporary table or not? Yes, sir, you can create. See, sir, even though if you are not seeing the databases, okay. Let me show you, sir. DBCC SQL. What is this command, sir?
To check the log space.
To check the log space. Okay. You can run in this DBA database, sir. User database. Okay, you can also run master. Yeah, see, sir. You can see all the databases, sir. There are there, but they don't want to show these 3, sir. Okay. Yeah. So temp DB configuration and all, you cannot perform anything. Okay. Everything managed by Microsoft. Server is services and all managed by Microsoft, sir. You do not have control. Yeah. So if you want to create one more database, sir, yes, you can also create. Create database DBA2. So yes, you can create a database. What is the version of this SQL Server, sir? Select the version.
Latest version.
Latest version. So see, do you have the Windows here, sir? No. So I think some Pallavi, right, asked the question. Pallavi or Madhuri. Okay. So how we know what is the version, I mean, the model we are using. See, this is Azure model. Yeah, by seeing server name itself, you can easily guess, sir. Okay. So this is the version, sir. It always maintain the highest version. Nobody will check the version, sir, in real time. Because it always maintain the highest version. Why you need to check the version?
Ravi, so where these data, if we want to create a database, we have created a database, and where those files are stored actually. So
obviously in MDF, LDF file.
No. Where the MDF and LDF files are created, which drive?
Azure storage.
Azure storage.
See, sir, you don't see that kind of information. You will get an error. See, SP_help DB means it will show MDF, LDF file location, right? See, you cannot see that.
Can you put single quotes?
No, sir. I'm working 11 years, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Don't worry. So they are storing in the some Azure blob storage, sir. So it will take some time, sir, to understand more. I'm creating a table, sir, where in DBA. I will try to access this table, sir, from the other database. Let me insert some data also. insert into employee. Try to learn TSQL also, sir. Okay, because in Azure, working in Azure is very easy, sir. So if you want to make, you are a unique person, learn performance tuning and TSQL also. Anyway, performance tuning I will be covering here, but you can also learn TSQL, sir, how to write the queries and all.
Does those will work here in Raj, like master files and sys process, sysalt files and master files?
Yes. Yeah, SP underscore Woo2. It will work here also. DBCC input buffer, SP underscore Woo2. Kill. See?
No, SP help file. SP help DB is not working, right? So SP help file and master underscore files.
So MDF, LDF file, that queries won't work, sir. Okay. All DMS which are related to that MDF, LDF file not work here. See, sir, somebody connected, I think, with the laptop. Yeah. So one of our friend also connected. See, I can see SP underscore Woo2. Yeah. So, sir, so I created a table, right? So what is the query to check that data? Select star from the employee. Where I am in, sir, DBA database. I am seeing the data. Let me run this query in where? DB2 database. So DBA dot DBO dot employee. If you run this query, you will see not supported. Okay, cross queries won't be supported, sir, in this model. So, yeah. So there are applications without cross queries. Then you can keep it in Azure SQL DB model. Any questions, sir? So cross queries won't work.
Sir, now we have created the DBA2 database, right? It will get created as a single database or elastic?
Obviously, single database model.
Okay.
See, sir, go home. Okay. So SQL server, right? Or you can click on DBA database. Or click on here a server, sir. This is a server, right? Under this server, we have two databases. Yes or no? We have two databases. You can see here. See, DBA database, DB2 database. Okay. One is in basic tier, another one is standard tier. Yeah. So obviously single DB model, sir. Single DB model means what? Each DB having its own hardware. This one it cannot utilize the DB2 CPU and memory. So you can also keep elastic pool mode if you want to. Scale up and scale down, you don't need to have any downtime, sir. We'll discuss more, sir. Don't worry. So that's it, sir, for the day. So if you have any questions, you can ask me, or let's continue tomorrow. Tomorrow, same time, sir. Okay. Yeah.
Raja, one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So just like why are we still seeing like the companies, they want to have or they want to, maintain their own data center instead of moving to cloud? I mean, yes. The big organization also.
Correct.
They are, going for renewing all the hardware resources, upgrading all the resources. They want to keep everything intact with them.
Correct. See, sir, it's all trust. Okay. See, TikTok. Okay, before banning, what TikTok said, sir? So TikTok said, yeah, we are not giving any data to China government and all, but still banned because we don't have a trust. Okay. So if you are in finance,
it's all about security. Only security is the concern.
Yeah, security is a concern. See, you are keeping data center at Microsoft side. Maybe some people they will attack and all. You don't have, if you don't have a trust, that and all, security related only, sir. So you can maintain your own data center, but you have to pay more money.
Okay.
So financial very critical. See, some country related, army related, and air force related. This kind of very sensitive data, right? Army, especially army, very sensitive data. So we don't want to keep in Microsoft data centers and all. We will maintain our own data center. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Even there are so many cases on Facebook also, right? They are breaching their data, data security.
Yeah.
So yeah, so suppose we don't have any trust on the, you can keep your own data center only. Yeah. So that's it, sir, for the day. So yeah, let me pause.